What's up everybody, it's Gabriela from the sea, and today I'm gonna do a cut crease tutorial. I'm not very decided on to how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it with like browns and blacks because I'm wearing a black dress because I'm going out tonight. So yeah, so I'm gonna dive right into it and it's gonna be fun. So I like to start with my eyes like always because the fallout gets all over the face and you have to like redo your foundation, which is very annoying. So as always, I'm gonna start priming my eyes. So I'm gonna use this MERCIER primer and I'm just gonna blend it out with this knockoff Artiste brush. I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty palette, the rose gold one. I think that's like my go-to palette. It's the same one I use like always. And of course I'm gonna take my blending brush and I'm gonna take the shade Sandalwood. Then I'm gonna take the shade Suede and go a little bit darker. And then the shade Cocoa. I'm gonna take smoky brush that is a little bit thinner and more specific. I'm gonna go with that shade Cocoa and mix it with black. Then go over top of that with Cocoa. I'm gonna mix Cocoa and Bossy to get a little bit of a warmer look. And go on top of that black. And I'm gonna take the shade Oud from the Desert Dusk palette and go over top of that as well. So now I'm gonna get into the cut part of the cut crease. And for that I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. And then you go and define it with a brush to get that really perfect crease there. And I'm just grabbing like a flat-ended brush. So there. Now that my creases are sharp like a knife, I'm gonna go on top of them with the shade Bay, just as a base. And we'll do the same thing with the other eye. Right, so now the next step would be taking the shade Henna and then going on the crease part, on the part that doesn't have anything. Almost taking it all the way up to the line, but just leaving it a little bit of a blank space. Then you will take a darker shade, like cocoa, and go underneath the henna. And underneath that, you will take black. Then you will do the same with the other eye. So now that both eyes are equal, we're gonna do the liquid liner. So we're gonna use the Kat Von D, I believe this is a tattoo liner in Trooper. Alright, so now that both eyes are equally lined, I'm gonna go and line my waterline. And for that, I'm gonna use the Tarte gel liner. And I'm just gonna use like this tiny liner brush with it. And I like this liner because it's ultra black and it glides like butter. Below that, I'm gonna line my lash line basically. I'm gonna take some black eyeshadow and go underneath the lash line. Underneath that, I'm gonna go with the shade Oud from the Desert Dusk palette and just go underneath that black to create some depth. And underneath that one shade, I'm gonna go with the shade Sandalwood from the Huda Beauty palette. I'll take a blending brush instead. I'm gonna mix in henna and sandalwood together. Then I'm gonna throw on some lashes. And honestly, I just used generic lashes that I bought online. They are huge and they come in pairs of, it came with 10 pairs. It was $20 and I bought them from Wish. I don't know the name of the lashes or anything, but I'll show them to you and maybe you can find them. Alright, so these are the lashes that I use. This is how they came in the packaging. It doesn't say like the name or anything, but it does come with a QR code and a bunch of like random numbers. So I'll just like put it on the lens here for a little bit so maybe you guys can find out. So now that the eyes are actually done, I'm gonna finally go ahead and carry on with the eyebrows. And I'm gonna do my eyebrows a little bit differently. Just because the eyeshadow goes pretty high up, I'm gonna conceal underneath first. So before I actually do my eyebrows, I prefer to do the foundation first. So that way I can really be free and go all over the place. And I'll do that right now. Alright, I love Complexion because it's so easy to do and so flawless and like effortless, and It's just so nice. So first of all, I'm gonna get started with the BOSCIA mattifying primer. This thing, it's the bomb diggity. I love it so much. So I just take one pump with my hands and just like rub it all over my T-zone. And then I take my Hangover Too Faced spray, which is a primer and also a setting spray, but it has no alcohol, which I love. So, and it's hydrating too, so it's a good skin prep for that reason. And I'm gonna take the Naked Skin concealer and just go underneath my eyes, because I find when you do eyeshadow on the lower lash line, it can go like really low and make it look really evil. So it's good to brighten things up a little bit. I'm gonna go with my Anastasia contour kit and just contour all over my face underneath the foundation so I look very tanned. Then I'm gonna go with the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation from Laura Mercier. This is really my go-to foundation, but it's not bad either. I just like it because it's the darkest foundation that I have right now, and since I came a little bit darker than usual from Colombia, it is a good match for me. So, and I'm using the 55.5 brush from SEPHORA collection. This is the travel size. The original brush is the number 55. Okay, then I'm gonna actually do my contour now, and for the contour I take a fan brush, a big one, and I just swipe across all three browns like that. And I like doing that with a fan brush because it gives you like a really chiseled, super sharp contour. I'm gonna go over top of that with this brush and just blend everything out. And I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit, just to make it look super sharp. So now is eyebrow time. So for that, of course, I'll be using the Dip Brow by Anastasia in shade Dark Brown. It makes such a difference. Oh my god. So I'll go ahead and do the same with the other eyebrow. Alright, so before I do my lips to complete this night look, I know that there's some highlighting that has to be done. As always, I will take my trusty Sephora highlighting palette and highlight the glory out of my face. Oh yeah. So to set the face, I'm gonna use Hangover Spray Primer. That's it. This thing sprays a lot, so you only need like 2 sprays. It's not like your Touch and Mist or any other one. And then on top of that, I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever and banana finishing powder. I like the set one because it comes with hyaluronic acid in it, so it's a little bit hydrating in comparison to the loose one where it has no hyaluronic acid, so it can be a little bit drying. So I just put this all over the face so it looks ultra perfected and flawless. And that's it for complexion. And then for the lips, I'm gonna finish off using 3 lip products. So underneath, I'm gonna use the GLAMGLOW plumprageous in shade Lusty. With the Anastasia, sort of like a lip liner, and I'm gonna be creating an ombre with the Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D. This is the shade Bittersweet. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoy it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.